Just act like there's not a camera here. So this is the dry sump tank for the OBS truck.
Yeah.
So the reason why we made this tank is because there's not much room in this engine bay, and we needed to put overflow tank, we needed to put the air cleaner, we needed to put so many things up by the core support that there was almost no room in the engine bay except for up against the firewall. And this motor is a factory dry sump system, so it's like a semi-dry sump system. It doesn't have such a badass oil pump that it could pull from like a tank in the bed. So we needed a tank that was fairly close to the pump. So this is what Zach has come up with.
So I made this oil tank. While I was researching, I saw a lot of the other oil tank companies. They do a swirl pot inside of their tank. So that's pretty much what I did here. So the oil will come out of the motor and go in through here, which will go right into this tube. And the oil is going to swirl around inside this tank, keeping it from mixing with air and other stuff. So yeah, it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, so if you just dropped oil in the tank, it would mix with air and it and get foamy. Yeah, so if it runs along the side of the tank, the idea is so that it won't get foamy at all. So yeah, and then there's a fill hole in the top, and then there's an anti-foam screen inside there. So you'll be able to look in from the top, and you shouldn't see any oil movement really. You should just be able to maintain the oil level up to the screen or right below the screen. Yep. And then so we'll do a breather tank like right off this, right?
Yeah. I come right off the top here where all the oil is coming into this bigger chamber. So all the pressure can get relieved out of there.
Yep. And then so just show this drops down in there.
Yeah.
Yep, and then our outlet to the pump will be on the bottom of the tank. And then we've got a fill cap that goes there, and then breather filter and breather tank that'll hang off the side of this thing. And then the engine breather will go into our breather tank, and then the oil tank will be able to breathe out of it too. Cool. You want to just hold it up on the firewall and show where it goes. So since we did like a really cool big cooling package, since we did like a bigger cooling package, you know, we smoothed all top of this and we put our radiator overflow down here. So that freed up the firewall. So where the factory overflow tank is kind of where this oil tank will go. And it will kind of be nestled in there and with plenty of room for the hinge to go down. And then all of our AC plumbing will still have room to get around the oil line that comes out the bottom of that. A pretty cool piece. So we'll try to film a little bit of you welding it up, welding brackets on, building the breather tank, and getting it installed.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Okay, give us an update on this tank.
All right, hey guys, so last time you saw the tank, it was in pieces. Now it's all welded together. We also built this catch can that, so we drilled some holes in the side of the tank and welded the catch can on the side of it, so it'll also vent the oil tank. We'll also be able to run lines off of these to go do the valve covers to vent everything else, but I'm really happy with how everything came out. It's all mounted on the truck. It looks awesome. Yeah.
All right.
OBS is nearly ready to pull apart. I think that Zach, has nearly got every bit of fabrication done that we needed. One of the cool pieces that he's worked on throughout the last week is this dry sump tank for the oil system. So this is the engine oil. It's really trick where there's a 6-inch diameter aluminum tube that acts as a swirl pot and anti-aeration chamber. So oil enters this here, it swirls around that inner portion of the tank. There's like anti-foam layers inside. It's super trick. And then he's got a port at the top here that's perforated so it can get oil vapor out. These run to the valve covers so that the engine can pull manifold vacuum and pull all the oil vapor out of the motor and out of the oil tank. He even got a spot down here for our oil temp sending unit. Just super good fabrication. Super good, that was a dumb way to say that, but it was awesome fabrication on his part. So anyways, this thing's about ready to come back apart. I'm really happy about it. And then Dylan's over here gonna give this thing a once over before it leaves this morning. Got a special surprise for you. How many of you guys remember Ross? You guys know Ross, Keith's son? Well, he made a trip over last night, so he's gonna hang out with us this morning. Ross!
Hey Jesse, where's Ross?
Good morning.
Hey. Wow.
I'm glad you...
Went to the dentist, so.
Your teeth look good. Good to see you, man.
Good. How are you?
Great. How was your trip to Illinois?
It was good. That is a drive, especially when it's dark outside.
Are you gonna work on your truck, or work on your dad's truck with him this weekend?
Well, I was just talking to him about parts for my truck.
Oh, cool.
So I think I'm gonna order that when he gets some free time.
Okay, see you later.